There were several games made in the last console generation featuring Sonic. I'm not counting the portable titles, that'll be for another time. But there were 7 that were released on the GameCube, Xbox, and PlayStation 2. Now these 4 here are all re-releases. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic Mega Collection, which is essentially the Genesis games, Sonic Gems, which is Sonic CD, Sonic the Fighters, I showed you those already. But there were 3 original ones: Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Sonic Riders. These games came out in the Xbox, PlayStation 2, and the GameCube, and I had the GameCube versions. And I'm going to show you their gimmicks. Starting, of course, with Heroes. Okay, Sonic Heroes. The first Sonic game to feature a multi-platform release. A lot of people said it wasn't good, but playing it again, I find that it's actually a very good game. Now, let's begin with your introduction. You have good old Sonic running down the desert as he always does, when Tails, thank me for muting this video because he has the worst freaking voice actor ever. The same goes for Cream the Rabbit. And, well, the storyline's pretty basic, at least for Sonic's part, is that he literally gets a challenge letter from Dr. Eggman, so he goes off to meet the challenge. Kinda shallow, but as for the gameplay itself, you control 3 characters simultaneously, and the structure of the levels is similar to the Sonic stages in the adventure games. You can run through gates. Also, by pushing the X and Y buttons, you can switch between your speed, power, and flight formations at any time. In power formation, you guys run side by side, and you'll probably want to start off as this most of the time because the power guy is the only one strong enough to destroy egg pawns in one hit, at least until you level up. Leveling up allows the speed and flight characters to get, stronger enough to kill enemies too. So with the introduction of a level up system and as playing as multiple characters, that's the game's gimmick, and I thought it worked pretty well. It lets you focus on the gameplay aspect that everyone enjoyed the most. Of course, Sonic isn't the only protagonist, because we also had Team Darks, Rose, and the Chaotix. Team Dark is led by Rouge the Bat, who is wearing what I swear appears to be the most uncomfortable outfit ever. Anyway, she's trying to steal Eggman's treasure when she finds Shadow sleeping in a pod and accidentally activates a rogue E-Series droid named Omega. So once Shadow wakes up, Omega starts blasting the crap out of the place, and they start to fight. Now, it's Rouge that comes to the realization that they all basically have the same desire. They want to find Dr. Eggman, either to steal from him, kill him, or learn about their past. So they team up. And the gameplay is essentially the same as the Sonic levels, except the stages are longer and they have more enemies in them. If you think of Sonic as the game's normal mode, then you can think of Team Dark as the game's hard mode. But aside from the fact that it's more of a challenge, it's still essentially the same game. The levels are slightly different, but not by much. And then we have Team Rose. What's Team Rose's motivation in this little game? Well, to find Sonic, of course. Amy, because she's just as crazy a stalker as she's ever been. Cream the Rabbit, a relatively new character who had only been introduced in Sonic Advance 2 for the Game Boy Advance, who has the worst voice in the history of Sonic games. God, she annoys the crap out of me. And Big the Cat, because for some reason Sonic Team thought this retard deserved a return. So, yeah, basically, they're trying to find Sonic because Amy's a stalker, and because he apparently kidnapped Chocola and Froggy. And then you have the Chaotix. Something I love about the Chaotix is in the intro, we see them hanging out, and then Charmy comes busting in the door saying, "We got work!" Which cracks me the hell up because these guys have not been seen since Knuckles Chaotix came out in the mid-90s, and almost nobody played that game because nobody had a 32X. So as soon as they find out, hey, Sega needs us for a new game, they jump right at it. Unfortunately, they had to have the worst gameplay aspect of this game, which is finding things. Yes, they run around the stages, either finding things or sneaking through them by not battling enemies, and it's just you know, it kind of sucks. It's boring. You get no map or radar. It's not very well planned out. They really needed to work on this better. I mean, SPL is still cool though. You can turn invisible, which helps with the sneaking, but it's really hard to build up your score when you can't kill enemies because you have to worry about sneaking around them. So it wasn't very well planned out. And one more thing that the Sonic Heroes reintroduced was special stages to collect those Chaos Emeralds. There are two basic kinds of special stages. This is the first one where you just get to the end for bonus lives. And then the second special stage, which is in Act 2, rewards you a Chaos Emerald for beating it. So it's easiest to do them with Team Rose because you have to collect a special key and then not get hurt. And the Team Rose stages are easiest and shortest, so you can do them best. But yeah, you gotta run through collecting these power spheres. I'm a little clumsy because I'm doing it one-handed and holding the camera with the other hand. But there you go.